And we're back. Hi everyone. How is this lovely Thursday morning, noon, evening, night, whatever, wherever you are on this planet? How is it going on? I can hear myself doubled. And like always, we have Alicia.
Yay!
Is out of context.
I'm out of context. Hello, everyone.
Hi everyone. Hi, Gold Team Slugs. We have Susan, aloha Tarantula.
Hello.
Aloha, aloha. We have the man, the myth, the legend,
Could
Zach.
it be Zach?
The main contender for most sent pictures so far.
Mm-hmm.
But he has a very big, maybe not opponent, competitor that he needs to beat. It's so nice that you're all joining today for this evening's pairing project.
Yep.
We have a nice species that needs to be paired. This is the purple tree tarantula or purple tree spider. Not sure how it's called in English. A species that, let's take this down. A species that changed the species name not so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Previously it was the Tapinauchenius violacopes,
Yes.
and now it's the Tapinauchenius plumipes.
Yes.
I still have not violacopes, the
No?
violaceus.
Ah.
Violacopes is something different.
Oh.
Yeah, tarantula taxonomy. All right. Go Team Slugs asks, Mark, I know you saw my top 5 bug simulators 2024. Did you happen to see it, Levicia? Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
There was a bee simulator. In
Oh.
it. Yeah, so you can play as a honeybee.
Oh wow.
From the bug simulators that I'm excited to see is how was this called? Like Empire of Ants.
Yeah, the ant one.
And just recently I found a nice free-to-play game for all the more like classic players, like board gamers. It's called Hidden Empires, where you play as an ant colony. So like Sim Ant, for example, and Empire of the Ants. So yeah, I really want to try that.
Me too.
Yeah, just by coincidence we got more into like real board game recently,
Mm-hmm.
and it would be nice to try something new.
It would.
It's always
Yeah.
nice to try something new. Yeah, we have Bee Simulator, Deadly Creatures, Empire of Ants, Drunk on Nectar, and Isopod. Deadly Creatures is where you can play as a scorpion or as a tarantula.
Right. I remember that. Yeah.
I saw sometimes I do watch games that I'm interested in but don't have access to, and I saw the final boss fight.
Ah.
Yeah. Zach got 22 new OBT slings for helping a friend rehouse them. So I've been very busy sourcing new enclosures for them all.
Wow.
Did you know that you just spoiled a part of this live stream? Zach. Aloha writes, I'm worried my Juvie Versi molted 2 weeks ago. She has now been on her back for 3 hours in 3 years. I've never had a bad molt or passing of any tarantulas. Don't want one now, especially this girl. So, fingers crossed, everything will go well. I think this happened to me like a few times,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes just happens. So Skål, everyone.
Skål. Let's
Nice.
hope for the best.
Yeah, let's hope for the best. Right. Dzień dobry, gry I zo Jakuba. Nice to have you here. And I hope to see you one more time at an expo. I think in Częstochowa, if there will be one, hopefully very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Just recently, me and expos is not really working out.
No.
And the working out, there is like the piece that doesn't fit well, like the first part of working out. Yeah, work is on the way. Like the ones that put food on the table. Go Team Slugs will say a prayer for the versicolor. That's nice for you.
Thank you.
That's nice for you. Yeah, fingers crossed, Aloha, that your Versi will survive.
Yes.
Jakub's versicolor will be molting probably. So, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Everyone crosses fingers. Yeah, everyone right now crosses fingers, and everything will be alright. I almost felt like the energy, like in Dragon Ball when Goku says that, "Oh, raise your hands." Yeah. Yeah. Everything will be alright. Okay, we have 8 people watching or hearing, so hello to everyone who has
Hello.
currently joined. We will be pairing a tarantula today, and in the meantime we will talk about a few things.
Mm-hmm.
The topics for today, just something that recently came up. We had a discussion last week about how we keep some of our stuff.
Yep.
And I thought that this is a great topic. Like, a lot of people are misunderstanding a few things, like, oh, this is the best way to keep, or this is the best thing to keep. And in all honesty, even the best keepers, I think most of us don't really know, or the spiders don't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, should we just go to the meat of today's video? I think this could take forever.
Oh, you think so?
I think this will be super fast. I've prepared a solar flare here, so you can see everything. So I'll turn the camera and then shed some light on those things.
Mm-hmm.
And we will see. Bloodstorm is in the chat room.
Hello, Bloodstorm.
Hi, Bloodstorm. Am I mistaken, or do you live very close to AnimalCon? And you thought about going to a day to AnimalCon. Am I right? My memory is not the. Sometimes it makes crazy jumps between points. Maria knows something about this.
I know. I'm the same though, so don't worry.
Oh yeah, it's nice that it almost feels like a small family. Everyone greets everyone. That's cool. That's so cool. I kind of wanted to achieve something like this, and this makes this whole YouTube thing so much worth it.
Yeah.
By the way, if one of the points of those live streams is to share pictures and recently also videos of your animals. So if you want your pet to be part of those live streams, you can share those videos or pictures through my Facebook page, so Tarantula on Facebook, or you can send something by my email. It should be somewhere right there, tarantuhala@gmail.com. Alright, without further ado, I think we can turn the camera to see our today's main topic. Camera, please cooperate. Ooh. I will. Oh, the tarantula is moving a bit. I think that's good enough. Maybe a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
It's good. And now, solar flare. I could put this lower, maybe. Yeah, kinda. You know what? I'll turn this a bit. Louder. No, nothing is visible. Always the lighting. Maybe if I.
Now it's better. Yeah.
There we go. It's like if the tarantula will run away, I'm in trouble because my hands are currently obstructed here.
You get the big cup.
Okay. So you might wonder, why is this background tilted? It has something to do with the spider living here. And this beautiful girl decided that the best way to live is behind this like background piece.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I just took the broken tweezers, I tore it out, and I mean the spider wasn't stuck.
She wasn't stuck, she just didn't want to come out.
Yeah. So this was a bit of a forced extradition.
Yeah.
And now she's sitting right there.
Can you see that? Maybe?
Maybe. You know what? I mean, if we turn this, it's this darkish coloration. So she's sitting currently right here next to this piece of cork. And here we have her husband that's molted out or mailed out like 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Every spider is fed. The one thing about this spider is that they can be fast, like really fast. They are not aggressive, but they can run. They can run. So we need to keep that in mind. Bloodstorm writes, he did, but he didn't end up at the animal con. He had to prep up for the hurricane instead.
Oh yeah, right, the hurricane.
I hope everything is alright there.
I hope you're okay.
Yeah.
And all your family and friends.
Yeah, absolutely. I really hope that. Animal con can't wait for next year.
Oh yeah.
We have Kel Blakesley. I've only been in the hobby for 18 months. However, I'm currently having a massive change in the enclosure types I use for my tarantulas, substrates, moisture and enclosure material types.
Good point.
Yeah, I think like those preferences change with time.
They do.
In the beginning, everyone is like counting on, I say, pet shop advice, maybe, or advice from certain type of keepers.
Yes.
And after a while, you are learning, and second of all, you are adapting to your own possibilities and needs.
Yeah.
For example, with my enclosures, I use plastic plants because I don't have the time to keep those plants alive.
I have the time to keep them alive, but I cannot. They die anyway, so plastic plants for the win, in my book.
And Some people will frown upon that, but
Mm.
we need to be aware what we are capable to do, what we are capable of doing, and
They basically are decoration for
yeah,
us.
the spider doesn't
No,
care.
no.
The spider isn't benefiting anything from
No.
those plants. They can only become like food for isopods and
Yeah.
springtails. So it's not for the spider.
No.
We have 12 people in the chat room.
Ooh.
So hi that everyone joins.
Hello, hello,
We
everyone.
are heading straight into the pairing after last week's pairing disaster, so to say.
Yeah.
Or maybe not disaster,
Disaster,
like time
but-
disaster.
Mm.
Oh yeah, there was like a... I wanted to share the results.
Mm-hmm.
So both males survived. That was the result. One pairing was a success. That was... I hope it was a success. It looked like a success.
Yep.
The Balfouri paired. And as for the Davus, we decided to separate those spiders since the female, her mood
Her mood
was
changed.
Yeah, she was like bored a bit by the male.
Yeah, he did not make any advances.
No,
After hooking like her legs, he was just sitting there,
yeah,
holding her up in the air and not doing anything.
yeah.
And she got tired of that.
She got tired. She started to just closing in into him
Yes.
and changing the position of the legs into those like hooked legs on prey.
Yeah.
So we decided, no, that's it.
At one time, she was also almost going in for like a snag. She put her paw on his head or cephalothorax,
Yeah.
and I thought, oh no, now he's going to be a snack. But she backed off, but then she did it again, and yeah, no.
She also hugged his legs.
Yeah.
So we decided, no, maybe next time.
Mm.
And that's it with tarantula breeding. Some people are not aware of that. Sometimes it just doesn't work.
No.
So if there are people who think that this is like, oh, easy money,
Yeah, just get a female, get a male. They do
No.
the stuff. No.
with some species it's super difficult.
Yeah.
Zach was lucky recently, and I have a video for that.
Mm.
But we'll show that later.
Yes.
First, we want to get into this pairing here. So, by the way, Kel Blakesley, your name reminds me of Battletech, like the Kel Hounds. My nerdiness comes right
oh no,
through.
the nerd. he's emerging.
Yeah, the nerd is emerging again. Bloodstorm Rides. We all made it through well and without damage.
That's good
Just
to hear.
had 3 days without internet or cell phone.
Okay.
Read books to pass the time. I sometimes wish to have a bit more free time, but
Yeah.
yeah, good for you, and we are happy that nothing bad happened.
Very good to hear.
And voluntarily making a break from internet and cell phones is also a good idea.
It is.
Niffer's Critters writes, I'm terrible at keeping plants alive too.
Yay!
Welcome to the club.
Yay!
Zach writes, Pothos is a winner for anyone who struggles with plants.
Zach, you know, I have killed several cactus in my life.
I killed plastic plants, so
But I've also heard that those are good photos. But I don't know. I look at the plant and it dies.
Niffer's right, Zach, I have struggled to keep my pothos alive.
There you go.
Aloha writes, she decided on eating instri or instead. Yeah, maybe instead. Instead, yeah. By the way, on a happy note, I have 2 Kvitara in my room.
Oh,
Whoop! Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop.
I've seen a few D. pentaloris females snack on the males recently. Is it a common thing with the species? Well, the second time that one of my males got snacked was from Davos pentaloris.
Yeah.
And my first pairing attempt was successful. The breeding attempt was a failure since the female laid the egg sac and then ate the egg sac. The second and third attempts, she just rejected the male. The fourth time, one of the male got snagged, and now the fifth time, the female was slowly but steadily changing into stalker mode.
Yeah.
So, yeah, is it a common occurrence?
Not sure.
With breeding, if someone is careful, probably not.
I mean, some species are known for
Chromatopelma.
Chromatopelma. Any others you can think of right now?
Maybe Hylobrachys for the size difference.
Size difference, yeah. But there are some species that are known for being
Definitely.
a bit more hungry than others.
Kellerites. I see. Oh, that was this. Zacharites. I won't say a word. You all have to wait. Yes, it's pretty frequent with this species.
Okay.
Careful with trying to mate leopard slugs. They are omnivorous and can be territorial.
Oof.
Spiders are not omnivoral, but they are very territorial. Aloha has sent the pic of her versicolor on Messenger. So maybe
Nice.
next time we'll show it on the live stream.
Yeah.
Right, before we get any stupid ideas to do stuff. Please don't shoot out.
Or behind the
I mean,
background.
if she goes behind,
I think she will, but
do we have a second catch cup? Like, if we have two running
Yes.
tarantulas around, that would be a catastrophe.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I hope this is visible. Yeah, it is. So now you can see the spider.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so now here she is. Beautiful, beautiful blue purplish female. The thing now is, this male is fast
And tiny.
and tiny compared to the female. With some genera, the size difference is not that big.
No.
There are a few genera that have a big size difference. The first that come to my mind are Hylobrachys. Hylobrachys have and Ceratogyrus also. Ceratogyrus have a big size difference. And what else? And supposedly with this species too. Okay, so
Sometimes they just mail out when they're smaller. Oops.
Oh, that was not a spider. That was me. Okay. You know what? I'll take the safe route here. And now it's just shooing.
He doesn't want to go anywhere.
No, but he is ready to pair.
Yes.
He's sitting right here, so friendo.
Your wife is in there.
Yeah. He eventually will be annoyed by me. Oh, I see some movement. What the heck? I'll just shoo him a bit around with the stick.
There he goes.
So
Oh, he is so tiny.
here is the male.
He is so small.
Can you open the...
This?
Yes. Come on. Yeah. That's the right direction. Right direction. Yes. Go. I should have made like holes to poke him out.
Should I try to use the skewer and just do a little poke?
Maybe, yeah, no, just, yeah.
Could turn it a bit more. Hello?
Ingi? No, just shy.
Are you going back or are you going inside? Go in. There you go.
There we go. Oh,
Oh, he is tiny.
so. And now we wait. Maybe we should play something slow, some slow jazz music for him. Set the mood. Oh, he's starting to shake. Yeah,
Oh.
he's shaking.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll open this
Okay.
so he can run out. So he's shaking currently. That's a good sign.
Very good.
The problem with music is music can be copyrighted, and I bought like a license from Toontank, so I can use this music, but there is not much like this slow, chilly type of music that I want to add. So, while the spiders are doing their things, we can get to the topic about keeping.
Yeah.
Since you noticed I keep stuff differently than you.
Yes.
And we came to one conclusion. Both ways are correct.
Yeah.
I think this is a common misconception that there is a correct and... Okay, there are incorrect ways to
There
keep
are
something.
incorrect ways, but
Most keepers keep everything correct.
yes, but there's no one
No.
correct way. There
No.
are several correct
Yes,
ways.
absolutely. I think you noticed that by me with my cups. I make holes on the bottom, top, and in the lid for arboreals.
Yeah. First thing I noticed was actually you don't use water dishes.
I mean, I do, but not in every.
But not in everyone.
The reason for that, because someone wrote a comment about that on YouTube, and I agree. The reason for that is, first of all, I don't have enough of them. That's like the first reason. Sounds kind of stupid. I just don't like the plastic cups.
Okay. Fair enough.
I just don't like them. Second of all, you don't need water dishes. If you have the right humidity, if there is water available through substrate, if water is on, for example, the cork background, the spider will get the water without a dish. Third of all, a lot of water, at least with big spiders, comes with their food. So there's also this source of water. So with some species I do have water dishes. So like the big terrestrials. Okay, now we get close to the don't kill. Yay! This looks good. I mean the female. Yeah. Good boy. Wait. Hope this is visible. Yeah. Looks good. The female already had a phantom egg sac. And now you're making a picture. Please send me the picture afterwards.
Sure.
Whoa.
Do you need to be upside down, though?
Yes.
She's,
I hope my parents see the video now. They are not very happy about what I'm doing. At least he won't have any trouble finding a way out.
No.
Oh, the male is so tiny.
He is very small. She seems very willing.
Yeah. Oh no.
And he is not scared.
No. And she's not aggressive, so this looks good. Look. Can you see how he shakes? Zach writes, I use dishes for tarantulas that like to use them. If they bury them, I don't use them, I just spray down substrate. Yeah, that's basically what happens in my collection. For example, in plastic tubs, where I can see that the water doesn't evaporate as quickly, I find it unnecessary to keep a water dish, since the water is already in the substrate and the spider sucks the water out.
Mm-hmm.
With big enclosures like with Isa, my Lasiodora parahebana, who likes it a bit more drier, and sometimes she doesn't eat, so there is a water dish.
Yeah.
I found that water dishes are more important with glass enclosures, since the holes are like bigger, the water can evaporate quicker, so water dishes are more important. And the spider needs to be able to like take the water from the water dish.
Sure.
Some people are gluing those water dishes to the cork bark or whatever. That's fine.
Yeah, I actually use water dishes in all of my enclosures.
Yeah. And I think that's a good approach.
Yeah, I'm away for long periods at a time, sometimes.
Like right now.
Like right now, I've been gone for a month.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for a month, and my mom is in. She's keeping watch over my spiders.
So everyone writes, thank you, Levicia's mom.
Thank you, Spider Mom. She's very enthusiastic.
Hashtag thank you, Spider Mom.
But yeah, if just before I went, I filled up everyone's water dishes, and then, okay.
Ooh. And that's not like how I've planned this. We have Mark the Spider Guy.
Oh, Mark. Hey.
Welcome to Only Fangs.
Oh?
Where we have a male Tapinauchenius plumipes doing his Tapinauchenius plumipes things. Yeah, okay. I think he wants to do it on the glass enclosure.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
And she's so... Oh, okay. Good.
Good.
Oh, fangs are hooked.
Yes!
Oh, she fell. Good job.
Good job. Yes, and second insertion. Catch cup ready.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Now let's wait for them to separate, since this could get very ugly very soon. Oh, he's still shaking. He wants a second round.
Okay. And she's just thinking, what did I agree with? What just happened?
We have Mark the Spider Guy in the chat room. So, hi Mark. I hope you are getting better. I saw the nice gifts that you get, and that's what I really like to see in the tarantula community.
Yeah.
Like this feeling of family. So. Oh yeah, everyone is cheering. Everyone is cheering the male. Woo woo woo.
Good job, little guy.
He needs a name. No Bob.
No Bob.
I already
Okay.
have a lot of Bobs here. The 3D printer is called Bob.
Yeah.
I have an Irminia that someone called
Bob.
Bob. So we need a name for this guy so we can cheer him up. Cheer for him.
So she seems ready for a second round?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Wait, maybe Perpy, since he is like
Perpy?
Perpy. Yes, no, they fall. No.
What is this?
What are you doing, man? Oh.
She will fall over. No. Okay, good. Very good.
Yeah. Okay, now they need. Oh, third round. Oh.
Now you're pushing your luck.
Yeah. You put a lot of males to shame. Yeah, Aloha writes he is a little soldier.
Yeah.
Oh, Zach writes he votes for Frank.
Oh, Frank.
Frank, go Frank.
He's a little stud, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, and she is also.
Yeah. She wants it.
She said, "Okay, I fell over twice, but okay."
Oh. Frank, what you doing?
Frank, oh no. Oh, she's done.
Yeah.
This was no fun anymore.
No, he wants more. He's shaking.
She's
thinks
done.
she's done.
She says no. She was disappointed by that third. Oh no! No, she pooped on the camera too. Oh no!
Where's the poop? Here's the poop.
There it was. That
Those
was
spiders.
review for Frank. Ah.
They are. No, there was the poop shot.
Spiders.
Yeah, as you can see, spiders can be fun.
Yeah.
Now comes the not so fun part.
Yeah, Frank needs to go home.
Yes, and this can be tricky. And now you're trapped. Right! That was good.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
And she already had a phantom exec. So she's ready. You know what? We will rehouse the mail later.
Yeah.
Right now, let's just.
Oops.
Oh! 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 So, in order for you to see how fast they can be, is that the right lid? It should be.
I think so. They're just hard to.
I think I have two lids here.
Oh.
Yeah, that could be an issue.
You had the right lid, but two?
Yes.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, I'll just poke a few holes here.
I think there were
No,
holes.
no.
I see one.
One hole?
Yeah, one hole.
I mean, good job, little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... This is the hero of today.
Brave Frank.
Frank. Good job, Frank. Yeah, he's a real showman.
Yeah.
He's a woman pleaser.
Yes.
Alright, let's turn the lights. And, yeah, let's... I'm back. That went better than I expected. And there was definitely more action than I suspected. Yeah, Kel noticed the poop Kel got shouted at by Nightbot.
Nightbot is relentless.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see. I think. Can you give me the marker?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Frank.
Frankie boy.
Frank. Or in Polish, Franek.
Ah. Swedish is just Frank.
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 All right. So that went better than I expected, and let's check what went on in the chat room in the meantime.
Mm-hmm.
We have thank you, Spider Mom.
Oh.
My parents wouldn't do this. they couldn't. They wouldn't.
But yeah, to finish my sentence before the pairing started,
Yeah.
Less work for me. I know that they always have access to water if they
Mhm.
need to. Yeah, I don't give water dishes to my small, like slings.
Mm-hmm.
They drink from the sides of the enclosures or the
Mhm.
substrate.
Mm-hmm.
Also, some dwarf species are just so small that they get all their water from prey and the substrate.
We have the second man, myth, and legend in the chat room.
It is he.
It is he,
OC.
OC. Hi, OC. Nice to see you here. Have you seen the pairing or not? It was a lot of stuff happened.
It was intense.
It was intense. A lot of acrobatics.
Yeah. And then she showed her displeasure.
And yeah, it was eventful.
It was.
As for, you've noticed that a lot of my enclosures are not dry.
Mhm.
There is a lot of water in them.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't see that an enclosure is like evaporating too much,
Mhm.
I don't see a point in like, now I need to add a water dish.
Okay.
So it all comes down if the spider has access to water or not. Like with drier species, like you saw the Chromatopelma
Yep.
and stuff, they need a water dish. The same with OBTs, like almost all Africans, since they need to have a drier substrate,
Sure.
I add a water dish.
Sure.
But that's also like not, in reality it's not that, ultimately not that necessary, since in nature it's also a bit scarce to have water for them.
It is.
So it's an addition. It's
Mm.
just an addition.
For me, it's a safety.
Yes, and if I see that the spider needs it, I add it.
But that's one thing that
Mhm.
differs between us. Another thing is my love for moss.
Mhm.
I love moss. I had moss everywhere.
I also love moss, but what I've noticed, since I spray those enclosures very heavily,
Mold.
mold. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the reason why I like to add moss, but sometimes I'm just.
I've noticed that some bricks of moss, they tend to mold like crazy.
Yeah.
Others not at all. So maybe you could boil
Skål.
it, skål, or sterilize it in some other way and try to kill it off.
You've probably struck a point here. Like, if some bricks of moss, I've noticed the same with some bricks of cocoa fiber,
Yeah.
which have like those fungus spores.
Those tiny ones.
Yeah, like the yellowy ones,
The
and
yellow
then
ones
comes
and
the
the-
yellow mushrooms.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not harmful for the spider,
No.
but it doesn't look nice.
It looks ugly, especially when the mushrooms die and decay, and then it's just ugly brown globs in there.
Yeah, I mean, the worst thing is like a lot of those yellowish spots. It's just not pleasant to watch.
It's not.
And moss, the same. Sometimes you buy them, and you should be like they should tell you this is prepared to not mold. Cocoa fiber is sold as something that doesn't mold, that keeps moisture. With this part, I'm not sure. For me, cocoa fiber is a bad absorbent, especially after it dries out. Moss, the same. Some parties that I had, no problems. You see some of them, those enclosures still have moss inside, and those were like golden. The
good moss.
The good moss. And other ones, same producer, like same importer of the moss. I've put it inside. 2 days later, on the top starts to form like those stringy fungus, and that it starts to become gray, and I don't like that. I just prefer to prevent those events.
I do, as much as I love moss, I've also had a bit of an issue lately with my moss, because I opened a new brick and this brick seemed to be very moldy, and since I got so many slings being born at the same time, I start to rehouse hundreds of slings at a time, and these are dwarf species, so they like to hide, and I put in 1 strand of moss in each little vial, and then a few days later I see that this moss is it's growing mold like crazy. So then I had to take that out of 200 pots.
You've noticed with my Victory, for example, some absolutely fine with the cocoa fiber, and then there are just a few of those who
they're molded.
They are molded. You've noticed this sphagnum moss, like right there on the. This is one of these moldy ones, and I
really?
And I refuse to use it because I'm too afraid to be disgusted by a terrarium that has just changed into a fungus center. Right. Wait, you get to the top. Calaburno. 1 Calaburno right, and news for the biopsy yet, Mark? Mark hasn't. No, still waiting, Kale.
Okay.
Fingers crossed, Mark, for the biopsy.
Yep.
We have OC is writing. I haven't, but we'll look back, Mark. Okay. Was eventful. We're seeing. I was just afraid that those both spiders will just disperse into completely different directions, of course outside of the enclosure, and I was more afraid of that. But it didn't happen. It was actually a very good pairing. Hey, how is this written? Izy? I think Izy. If that's not correct, sorry.
I cannot see, the screen is too far away.
They are all chatting with each other.
Yeah, good. We're creating a little family.
Yeah, it's amazing. So heartwarming to see that. Zach writes, I use a lot of springtails to control mold and fungus. Every enclosure I add them to stop having mold issues.
So do I.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I have now a very natural springtail farm. It's called a snail enclosure. Basically, when those 2 snails were with each other, you need to keep like the moisture very high up. You add food, you add this calcium and stuff. 3 weeks later, bam, springtails everywhere.
Yep.
Natural springtail farm, without coal and rice and everything. The springtails have a lot to eat there.
Yeah.
Also, it's nice to keep snails. They are amazing.
I also use springtails to feed some of my dwarf slings. that are too scared to eat like nymphs, even though of red runners, even though they are pre-killed. So some will hunt springtails.
For me, it's always fruit flies. If something is so small that it cannot hunt roaches.
Oh, I prefer springtails 100%.
Okay.
Yeah. I also tried to breed fire brats.
What?
I think they're called Termobia domestica.
Termobia?
They are related to silverfish.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like those are silverfish.
Yeah. They are also very, very small, and they don't do any damage to the spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Although I just did it for an experiment, and they will eat them, but they leave so much behind. So I don't think there's much meat in them. There's not even a bolus. There's just an empty exoskeleton, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's worth checking if stuff can be a better feeder.
It is.
Some people in America prefer hornworms.
Yeah, those are illegal here.
They are illegal here too. So I wonder if that's just because of EU regulations. Because I don't really think those are a threat for nature in Sweden or Poland.
Not really. The US can't have locusts, if I'm correct. But that we can. I don't know if they can have grasshoppers. Someone has to verify what I'm saying right now. But yeah, for some reason I've heard that people can keep locusts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bloodstorm writes, I had predatory mites show up recently and eat all my springtails.
That happened to me too. My springtail colony culture turned into a mite culture.
Question. Are those predatory
Those
mites or just the mite colony was so big that the small springtail colony couldn't keep up?
Probably not predatory. They came with grain, most probably.
So probably just regular wood lice. Wood lice.
Yeah. Something. No, not wood lice. Those are isopods.
No, I mean there was like wood mites. Wood mites.
Yeah, something non-threatening.
And that's also, I think a lot of people are too scared of mites. They will be in the enclosure no matter what you do.
Yeah.
Mites will be there.
Mites are everywhere.
Yeah, they are everywhere walking here in the room.
Yeah.
And I also had one time displeasure of cleaning a whole enclosure full of mites. Not a tarantula enclosure, this was a superworm enclosure. Oh boy, the mites were everywhere.
Yeah. That has happened to me too, because I forgot a mealworm colony underneath a shelf.
Food, dark.
Yeah,
dying moisture because dying like mealworms.
Mealworms, and they were on bran. And when I say that the mites were crawling on the walls, I
believe you 100%.
Yeah, and people were telling me to nuke my room because they thought this was untreatable. However, I just removed the colony. I cleaned everything with a wet wipe, and they were gone within a week or two.
People are too scared of
mites. They are.
Stealth Talk 22 writes, that was wonderful to watch. Happy to catch a cool live on Tarantula Thursday.
Aw,
thank you. This is supposed to be like a very chill, let's do spider stuff here, let's talk about things, because I think the community needs like something relaxing.
Yeah.
Not just shocking news or
No.
stuff. I rather prefer to have like this chilled environment where when we can exchange each other's thought, talk a bit about our own experiences. Yeah, that's what this stream was meant to be.
Yeah.
Zach writes he also used springtails as feeders.
Yeah. They're really good.
Yeah, you springtail feeders. Cal writes, we can't have hornworms in the UK either. They are classified as an invasive species. Sure. I mean, I've heard that hornworms need a lot of warmth.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. But maybe the regulations prior to that, when the UK was still in EU, so they just took it and it stuck.
Yeah.
I mean, there is nothing stopping us from growing our own grasshoppers from the wild, as long as it's not an endangered species, but we can't buy them. Okay.
Interesting.
I mean, I also haven't seen grasshoppers here for sale.
Oh.
Locusts, yes, but grasshoppers, no.
They are quite popular in Sweden.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Bloodstorm writes, oh man, I had grain mites in a mealworm colony once. Welcome to the club. That's a pain. I had them in superworms. It's not fun at all.
No.
The whole room looked like it was covered with moving white dust.
Exactly.
Yes. I had like one of those shells that I had. I was looking, what is this grey dust?
Yeah, there's grey dust, and you look at it, and it's like.
And it starts to move.
It's moving.
Yeah, and then all the enclosures, everywhere mites, and oh yeah, now comes the cleaning day.
Yeah.
Forced cleaning day. One Calaburn writes, don't forget to smash that like button.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, during the recent days when I started to make those live streams, I see those, like, this is like a small act of kindness. And you can confirm that, how I feel when every time I see like these small acts of kindness.
Yeah.
When Aloha Tarantula shared the link for the live stream, I was so happy.
Yeah.
I mean, it meant a lot. I am not like pushing those things. I want to see the channel potentially grow naturally, not like forced. I don't want to change this into a circus. This is supposed to be like a look in this collection, how it grows, the ups, downs, everything. And if someone shares this, you cannot imagine how I feel. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you so much.
Very fun show, Mark. Congratulations. Where are you from again? In Empire of Ants, be on the lookout for the great red slug, Arion rufus.
Ooh.
Well, go Team Slugs. I'm from Poland, in the Silesian area, more precise in Zabrze. When in my childhood I lived in Germany, in Lüneburg, and yeah, that's it. I live in Zabrze, Poland, Silesia.
Yep.
And I do this weird thingy called YouTube, where I share my experiences about spiders and other weird critters in English. A lot of people were perplexed about that. Why in English?
Yeah.
I forget sometimes to push the like button, so I appreciate the reminder. I mean, Niffers, I'm not mad. Okay, now I'm mad. No, no, just joking. It's really nice. Like every time I see a like or when someone shares it, and I see that someone shares it, it means a lot, since I see that people enjoy the content, and I've put so much energy into this channel. Yeah. Okay. Enough emotional talk. Right. We are striking the. Right now it's 9 o'clock here in Poland, so we are going to pictures.
Yes.
Picture time.
Pictures.
Oh wait, there's a comment. I don't like superworms or mealworms. I do as much as I can to avoid them. I do buy waxworms. I haven't had those here. For
I have.
slings from time to do their fat content.
Sure.
I've also heard that mealworms had a lot of fat.
Mealworms does have a lot of fat, but every type of larvae do have a lot of fat because they are larvae. They are growing. I keep mealworms because of my leopard geckos, and they eat mainly mealworms and dubias. Dubias is a staple.
I keep mainly red runners, since they are active, and a lot of spiders just enjoy more active food. So I prefer them. As for dubias, I had dubias. For me, the problem with them is that they can hide very fast.
Yes.
And I also don't enjoy. Sometimes, if I have the opportunity, I use mealworms or superworms, but in that case, I feed them with tweezers.
Yeah.
Because I don't want those, especially superworms, dig up in enclosures, because they can be a threat for spiders when they molt, and I don't want any threats inside the enclosures.
Yeah, for me, red runners, I keep them as well. They are too fast for my poor geckos. They miss them. They try to strike, and then the red runner's already 5 miles away. When I feed mealworms and dubias to my spiders, which does happen from time to time, I either make very sure that they are right there grabbing it. I see the mealworm or dubia is dead, or I crush the head, which feels awful. But
we do that to like with slings. We do that to protect the sling from potential danger.
It can be worm versus spider otherwise, and we don't want that.
No, we want the spider to win.
Yeah.
And I've lost a few spiders even through roaches.
Yeah.
So no, if there's a way to minimize those chances to 0, I will take it.
Yeah.
Right. I will be right back. Have to pick up the wife from work.
Go pick up wife.
Go pick up your wife and drive safely.
Yes.
Niffer's critters. My leopard gecko loves dubias. He'll eat mealworms if that's all I have, but if I try to give him both, he eats only dubias. Alright, before my mind will just go through the chat room again, let's switch to the pictures, otherwise I will be distracted too much.
Picture time.
Bam!
Oh!
This is a picture from Kamil. And this is a spider he got from me.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Beautiful Psalmopeus irminia. I think one of the basic spiders. If someone is more serious in collecting irminias, are an absolute must.
If you like arboreals, if you're a bit more advanced in your keeping, or just like a prepared beginner, irminias are a staple.
I mean, even as a first spider, they can be used.
I will say, as long as you're prepared for the speed.
If you are responsible, if you can handle a faster-ish spider. Irminia. They will hide a lot.
Yeah.
But when they come out, the female that gave me the egg-sac, every time I saw those yellowish, like orangish legs coming out, even those moments were for me like, oh, there she is, she is.
I got this huge adult female from a guy who was literally scared of his life for this spider.
For an irminia?
Yeah. And he had to take 2 weeks to prepare to ship her to me, and he was like, she is so aggressive, she goes after my face, she does anything to bite me. And when I got her, she was just this scared little spider. She is huge, but she there was no angry bone in this girl.
You saw the female that I taxied them with. So she was also a big female, and she liked to show her fangs. They can be feisty, but that's like every a bit more advanced spider.
Yeah.
She won't jump towards you.
Mine has never shown anything.
You know what I've noticed? Like, this is funny. I have like the feeling that male psalmopeus are more aggressive than females. At least this is my experience.
Sure. I think I disagree. I have seen...
How dare you?
I've had maybe 2 spicy psalmopeus out of the... now I don't know how many I have. I've raised about 25, I think, in total, and out of those 25, 2 stand out as being like a bit spicier. One I named Sunshine for his shiny disposition, of sunshine and rainbows. Few
of my spiders are named by a few of those amazing guys.
Yeah.
One is Horus.
Yeah.
This was picked by Tarantula Rookie. The name got the most votes. Then what was there? I think there was Alpha and not Alpha.
Omega.
No.
No?
Omega was a guitarist from Ghost. Wait, there was like, I need to check that. I have some symbols, but the first place was Horus. And Tarantula Rookie, Matt, if he's here, hi. He said like God of Sun, and my mind went to 40k.
Oh no.
War Master Horus.
Oh no.
Right. Erminia. Beautiful spider.
Very, very gorgeous.
Love them. You cannot not love Erminias.
No.
And now comes the spider from the man, the myth,
the
legend, Zack.
Yeah. Oh, it's more than one.
Not just one spider. So here's the spoiler that Zack already showed.
Zack, and he's not even here to defend himself.
All of those are OBTs.
Do we know which kind? Which locality?
Zack, are you currently in the...
No, he's getting the wife.
I mean, I can check. Don't mind my clicking here. I'm clicking stuff. I'll let you know. But this reminds me, like, every time you get a bigger amount of spiders and suddenly you have a lot of them, that's like... No info.
Just OBT.
Just OBT. Let's say the angry kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, the angry OBTs. Yeah. I like those leaves inside.
Yeah.
And you see, with OBTs, they like more dry enclosures, so leaves do pretty well there.
Yeah. Even as slings, I've heard they prefer something drier.
I can confirm that. One of the first OBTs that I got died. And I kept this spider like every other else. But it just passed. So I've learned the hard lesson with a few like genera. First is the Tapinauchenius. Then with Hylobrachis, which I had notorious bad luck. Just recently I had more luck. Maybe not with males and females, because the disproportion, there's a big disproportion with male and females in Hylobrachys, like with Psalmopus ecclesiasticus.
Oof, ouch, my heart.
I'm sorry.
My soul. My dreams.
Was there also one more? Like, basically African species, most of African species, and of course Brachypelmas, like everything that comes from the areas of Mexico. You keep them drier. Chromatopelma, for example, that's Venezuela. Baby OBTs, there is a red color form.
Nice.
Red color form. Was the Usambara a red color form? I think so.
Usambara is red.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Usambara, congratulations, you are the parent of 20 OBTs. Alright. Mark, if you ever are looking for exotic gastropods, please don't get the fire snail, vampire snail. When you look it up, you'll find hardly any pictures of them in the wild. Endangerment. In all honesty, with snails, I want the ones with the big mustaches.
Oh yeah, which ones were the mustachy ones?
Yeah. I need to scroll a bit. You guys are crazy with the chat room. I mean, that's good crazy.
The best kind.
Yeah. Kale Borno writes, ended up keeping a pair of hissing roaches as I couldn't bear to hear them hiss while being eaten. Story time. I will show you the video later. I recorded when Isa ate a Halloween cockroach. The footage was amazing, but the fact that the hisser was squeaking and everything, I decided not to upload it.
Yeah.
It's just it felt wrong.
Yeah.
It just felt wrong.
Yeah.
So I get that. I
Yeah.
get that. I absolutely get that. I'll show you the video later. I mean, it's nature. Those are inverts. But still, the footage was really good, but I couldn't just upload it.
No, I bought a Madagascar hissing roach colony for very cheap. And right then my dubia colony was at a bit of a decline, so I needed to save my females, and I decided to feed some of my big spiders with some hissing roaches instead. And I could not stay in the room because 10 minutes after I had fed them, they were still sounding like they were much alive, much aware of what was going on. It was not fun.
Maybe they are more resilient for the venom.
Perhaps, but it strikes something in you that no.
I originally had a really nice enclosure for them too, but they were too hard to get out to feed. Still have them 3 years later.
Oh.
So both males. I have one.
Oh, he
Right
is
there.
resilient.
He's resilient. He is super old, and he has quite of a story. So if this person by any chance stumbles upon this video, this is Zdzisław, or Zdzisiu short. During an expo in Opole, there was a girl. She was super nice, and she wanted to get hissers, and I had a few hissers, and she took this one, and after she bought the hisser, she came back after like an hour or two in tears that her mother would crush the roach if she will come with it. So I told her that I will keep this one. Does he have a name? Everything. If she will ever visit me, she can visit Zdzisiu.
Oh.
And he's still there, still living.
Immortal.
he is basically immortal.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt that for her. That was okay. We need to get to the next
Okay.
picture.
Yeah.
I'm already like making those jumps. You have Calaburnu, you are on the naughty list. Stop spamming emotes.
Nightbot, come on.
Yeah. Calaburnu has joined the small club of those who have been scolded by Mark's Nightbot.
Nightbot is vicious.
Yeah, this is the police of the chat room. I need to change it.
Resistance is useless.
Achievement unlocked.
Scolded by Nightbot.
Okay, next picture.
Ooh.
Chromatopelma cyanopubescens, and this is a male.
Mature male?
Yeah.
Oh.
And there is more about this spider, but in just a few minutes I decided to make less pictures since I am a talkative guy.
You don't say.
Yeah, I like to talk.
Oh.
Chromatopelma, probably the best beginner spider, in my opinion. Colorful, active, heavy webber, doesn't need a lot of water, not boring.
No.
So, yeah, perfect beginner spiders.
Yeah.
And they have quite a transformation from sling to big spider.
Yeah.
And that's amazing to observe when they start to change colors, like with versicolors,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. We'll move past that one because there's more from him in a few minutes. Another one from Zach. This is Epithellateria ornata.
Is this also male? No.
Can't see, probably juvenile.
Okay.
Because I have a male, and the males look a bit different. They
Okay.
changed their coloration a bit.
Okay. I know nothing about pokies. Shame on me.
You have not joined the Poke Club
I
yet.
have not. For some reason they don't appeal to me. Really?
They have bad reputation.
It's not the reputation, it's just that there is no like, oh, I need this spider. And when you have hundreds of spiders, you kind of begin to you have to compromise a bit.
Yeah. First, it's just like that's my thoughts. To first get rid of the slings.
Yeah.
And then get more spiders. And that's exactly what I did during the last expo, right?
Yep.
I got my Ornata as a freebie from Arachnophobia. And I like pokies. Especially the Metallica, that like the blue Metallica who is hiding behind one single leaf.
Oh, I love her.
She's amazing. Ornata, some people like them. To me, they are one of the more natural colored pokies, right next to the Rufilata. If they are hiding inside those, on those cork barks, you can barely see them.
Yeah,
They have good camouflage. With the Regalis, Metallica, and whatsoever, you kinda ask yourself, how did they survive in the jungle with so striking colors?
Well, these are I don't know the English word right now, but I've read a lot of biology, and I know that is a defense mechanism. That they,
really?
Yeah, that they have being very colorful, being very having strong colors indicates that you are poisonous, venomous.
So like with frogs.
Yeah, exactly like frogs.
Okay.
So it tells predators that don't eat me, you'll die. So
And with pokies, that is absolutely the case.
yeah, so when, for example, pokies, when they do a threat pose, they'll show this very yellow coloration.
The yellow legs.
Yeah, and that also shows think twice before you eat me, because you might not get out of this alive.
Oh yeah. And pokies can be angry.
They can be.
They can be really angry.
Can I ask a quick question about plumipes? There's this one that is kind of cream colored, almost white, and then
Subfusca lowland.
they have a pinkish sheen to them.
Lowland.
Is that lowland? I have seen pictures of those, and that's the one poke that I really feel like, oh, I want
And that's
one.
why I got really angry when mine mailed out.
Oh no. Oh, that sucks.
Now you know why.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the ivory ornamental, the Subfusca lowland.
Okay.
Right. We have Arok B is in the chat room. If you joined earlier, and I'm sorry, the chat room today is like crazy, and I cannot keep up. Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, right from like before Kale Burnu got scolded by the Nightbot. Mark, you need to fire Nightbot.
Yeah, he's not doing his job correctly.
I mean, if he just says no
No,
emoticons,
no.
that's like okay.
He's a bit sensitive.
Yeah, sensitive soul.
Yeah.
All good. That's the way I'm used to typing.
Yeah.
I mean, no, not the first one. Probably not the last one. I need to check. I've never used Nightbot before. Like this, the last streams were the first time I used him. I haven't set him up.
He just appeared.
I installed him because I wanted to have like every like half an hour to like leave a like a sub, something like this.
Yeah.
It was he was so far not told to be this kind of a bum orifice. Yeah. That's how you get around bad words.
Yeah. Bumorphous.
Rosy wolf snail, green wolf snail, glossy wolf snail, and Natalina chafra and the giant cannibal snail, probably more. I should see about raising some snails to double as feeders as treats for my blue-tongued skink.
Yeah.
Oh, so
they like snails.
A war between gold team slugs and bloodstorm is starting.
Oh.
They have been known to feed on clams too, so you don't have to feed them other snails. Yeah, he's protecting. But you might put calcium on their food. Crushed turns work. Any of the Pelma spiders, bad first teeth, they are like big teddy bears. Are any Pelma spiders bad spiders? I think every spider can be a good spider. When I started with the tarantula hobby, the now Triltocatl albopilosus was considered to be the best teddy bear cuddly spider that you could get. The ones that I had so far, no, they are not cuddly.
No. I think if you are maybe arachnophobic, getting a very, very, very slow spider that just sits there and lets you look at it, then yeah, maybe a Pelma, Brachypelma, something like that.
Aphonopelma.
Aphonopelma. They could be useful in that regard. However,
also the Gramostolopelma.
Gramostolopelma. But I think, like many of us, we get one spider, we see that they, like, completely not dependent on species, but the individual, they just sit there,
do nothing,
and then suddenly you want something that moves a bit more.
Yep. And then you jump into arboreals.
Yeah, and then you discover they also just sit there and hide behind a single leaf.
After like getting introduced to enclosures.
Yeah.
And after that you start to think, maybe something like considered more experienced, or maybe fossorial. there's a lot of ways how you can explore this hobby.
Yeah, the only spiders I wouldn't recommend for a beginner is fossorials, because I think beginners get very, very, very anxious when a spider does not emerge.
Yes, if you see that the spider isn't getting out for weeks, months, you are concerned something is going wrong.
Yeah.
And in most cases, no, everything is fine. The spider just don't want to be near you.
No, it feels safe in its hole, and
Yeah.
you have a jar of dirt, and you love your jar of dirt.
Yeah. Honestly, if I would have suggested something for a beginner, I would say not a Pelma spider or a Stola spider. I would suggest something like Chromatopelma. Okay, Pelma. There's a Pelma. Chromatopelma or Acanthoscuria. Maybe even Nandu.
I would say Nandu, actually, because they grow fast, they get kind of big, they have amazing appetites.
And you will start to learn that spiders can be feisty.
Yeah.
Because their demeanor changes with age. First they are skittish, and then when they grow, they become like what was the correct word?
Calmer?
No, when they grow, they become like more.
Bum orifices? Ish?
Yeah. But, basically, they become a bit more defensive. Because I cannot find the right demeanor word.
Yeah.
They become more defensive, and you learn how to deal with those spiders when rehousing and everything.
Yeah.
So that would be my suggestion, and also Lebisia's suggestion.
Yeah, Nandu, definitely.
And a lot
Peppy.
of Brachypelma, I would suggest maybe not necessary. Right. Oops, too many emoji again.
Nightbot, come on.
Yeah. Caliburnal is the leader currently. You're going to become Nightbot's sworn enemy. Yeah, I have a leaderboard here. I saw my Ciriocosmos elegans for the first time in months the other week.
Yeah.
Mark, I meant the wolf snails can feed on clams with calcium. Also, I liked how you said bum orifice. I usually use posterior when referring to that part of the body. I am not mad at Bloodstorm. I was just joking. Sometimes I say elongated back. So I knew it was alive because food disappeared. Yeah, that's how most of us do this when we have a lot of spiders.
Yeah.
OC, get off the stage. Oh no! OC got a warning. No.
Did it actually remove the message, or?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Oof.
How dare you, Nightbot? You're fired.
Yeah, Nightbot is about to lose his job.
Firing OC is like, oh, no. I need to get a C. elegans, Bloodstorm. My wife would enjoy them. That's good.
Oh, yes, please do. They are amazing.
We will get banned. Right, I have a few more here. Another Pokey, Peciloteria tigrina veseli. I'm going to get one. So far, the only ones that I haven't tried to keep yet are the tigrina veseli, the Hanuma villasumika, Highland, Subfusca Highlands.
Yeah.
What else? There was one more, I think.
Don't ask me.
Okay.
I don't know anything.
And of course, one that is not in the hobby, the Raye or Rajay.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows? So Zach, I see you become the pokey guy here. Or you're fighting for that position with OC.
Fight.
And me. I like pokies. OC writes, I think I'll get over it. I mean, OC, you are currently fighting with Caliburnium for that position, so yeah. We have 90 people in the chat room.
Oh, nice.
That's amazing. Okay, like it should be an ornament for Christmas. I sometimes hang molds from the Christmas tree.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, like on a string. Although I think that the best one was when I did the Christmas video like 2 years ago with the Caribena, the male Caribena, the father of the six that I have.
Oh.
And he was like so nice. I had like this small tree that I wanted to put him there. No, he wanted to go to the big tree.
Oh.
And he suddenly became the second star of the tree.
Aww.
Yeah. They were nice. The male was nice. The male treated so many arachnophobes.
Oh, really?
Because I knew that he was like super calm.
Oh.
And when I knew that someone was an arachnophobe, but like intermediate arachnophobe, and I showed them that this one is very calm. I told them that he technically could bite and stuff.
Yeah.
But the chances are very low.
Yeah.
And they trusted this, and I treated them with. I just told them, you just walk, and I'll take him off.
Yeah.
And this spider is like the hero for them.
Oh.
Yeah. Pokies are like Pokemon. You gotta catch them all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon. By coincidence,
we
there are
have
some
been playing
cards here.
Pokemon lately.
Yeah, I just got recently back into nerdy cardboard. What was this called? Cardboard crack? It was fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yes, indeed, OC. I am 5 species away. I have all 14 Pokies in the hobby. Do I win?
Oh, I'll see.
Yeah, he's always bragging.
Oh.
Let's make a visit to OC.
Yeah.
And then and we fight.
And we fight.
And then we just OC. In all honesty, I want to see your collection one day.
It would be amazing.
Yeah, maybe let's make a Europe trip around like Hamm and what's the one in Netherlands? There was there's in Weinstadt there is a big tarantula expo, and there is the Netherlands. What was that?
I know what you mean, and I cannot remember.
Yeah. Oh, Jigglypuff is the best.
Jigglypuff, nah.
My heart beats for Mewtwo.
Oh, I like the one that was new to me that I played the other day. I cannot remember the name. The one that was very weak but cost nothing to play, and just confused.
Yeah, this one
other
was.
Pokemons.
Yeah, this one was annoying.
Something with a B.
Yeah, we just decided. Let's try the card game, and I told her how this game is played. It was also new for me since prior to like the channel and everything, I was a very active MTG player, and I kinda wanted to get into a new card game. Legend of Five Rings, Magic the Gathering were my jam back then, and it's very hard for me to get to play with my friends. I'm not a competitive player right now, and I don't want to get into the competitive scene since I enjoy having spare money in my bank account. And the competitive scene is just too much for me. I just want to have like a spare time activity, and card games are great for that because you just take out a deck, you play a bit, and it was fun to open. So we bought one of those build and battle stadiums. We had a bit of deck building, so not a pre-constructed deck. We just need to do some things. So we had some building fun, and then we played.
Yeah.
It was good.
And we actually managed to do some good decks, I think.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
Yeah. I won
we
2
smart.
times, you won 3 times.
Yeah. And I probably pulled one of the coolest of them all.
Yeah.
Charizard.
Yeah.
Okay, enough of
yeah,
cardboard bragging.
nerdiness over. Let's get back to serious business.
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
I have been playing trading card shop simulator, and I have had the itch to crack open some card packs.
Ooh.
Oof.
There's a simulator?
Oof. No, just play card games. MTG Commander is great. Bulbasaur is also great. I'm sure. Are we a Tarantula channel or a Pokemon channel?
Animals.
Why both? Why not both?
Why not both?
Hello from Italy.
Oh.
Hello. Christian de Gruccio. I hope I say that correctly. Buonasera.
Buonasera.
Is that correct? Like, good evening?
Or is it good night?
No. Maybe. I don't know.
No, buonasera. Should be right. Yeah.
Okay, so good evening to Italy.
Yeah.
Me and my friends play a lot of deck building card games, like Dominion. I've played that a few times, and it's actually super fun. Back to Tarantulas.
Tarantulas, that is what this channel is about.
Okay.
Oh?
No. Now we get to the special part, considering this spider.
Right.
Because Zach sent something that's a lot of people struggle to see. And it's this part here. We have a video of a pairing.
Oh.
So you see on the bottom is the male, and on the top is the female. In most cases the male is gone now already. And he was so lucky.
Oh.
I will leave that here for you to see a few more times.
Oh, was this successful?
It looked like it.
Okay, I need to see it another time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Water tarantula Pokemon, Araquanid.
I don't know that one. I'm not that into Pokemon.
Yes.
Yet?
Yes, Buonasera.
Buonasera. Yes.
Very good. I need to see Italy. Maybe I'll catch a few words. I can a bit of French, but Italian is a whole different beast.
Yeah, I've been to Italy a lot of times.
Yeah. We need to see Italy together.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and I love your food. Oh.
I mean, we ate their food yesterday, so...
Yeah, but Polish pizza. It's not Italian pizza, you know.
Oh yeah.
You need to go to the countryside, have your pizza be prepared by an authentic nonna.
Right. So Zach, you're super lucky about that.
Very, very lucky. Cool that you could get it on video too.
People struggle with pairing Chromatopelma. I have a male right there. I have a female right there. The male is still not ready, and I'm aware that I bought this male and he could change into a male. I'm just aware of that in just a few seconds.
A half a second.
Yeah. And that's part of this hobby. That's
It
why
is.
Chromatopelma have like a, let's say, normal market price. It's like acceptable. Like it's not too big, too small, and a lot of people try that because they are here like for 50-60 zloty maybe per sling.
Yeah.
They have like how many things? Like 300, 400, maybe more.
Not sure
Yeah, I need to check
of
that.
the species.
So, Zach, congratulations.
Huge
You
congrats.
are one lucky guy.
Yeah.
And if there will be an exec, send a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, share with us your luck, because this really is a big achievement that your mail wasn't snagged.
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
Yes.
Let's check what you guys are writing here. Yeah, that Calaburnu writes that this was definitely a success.
Yes.
It was a success.
Nice.
So, one more thing that I would really like to talk today. I gave you like a quick info what happened recently in Poland.
Right. Yeah.
Just some recent news. What is going on in this weird
What is
wild
happening?
west of Europe? Just recently we had a situation that a spider escaped in a train. A tarantula, an arboreal tarantula.
Mm-hmm.
And some like animal, let's say animal lover or a passionate exotic pet keeper called the train dudes,
Okay.
train guys, train service,
Uh-huh.
that he can get the spider because he like keeps is that like a reptile room somewhere in Reda near Gdańsk.
Okay.
I don't like the word Gdańsk currently. For some reason.
Yeah.
Beautiful city, by the way.
Only that you have to work there
from time to time.
from time to time.
That from time to time is more often that I would like.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, they basically replied to him that no, when he asked them that he could get them, get the spider, find the spider, they were like, oh, how are you going to find the spider? How are you going to get the spider out with like some kind of, how is this called when you like offer food, like a
trap?
bait? Yeah,
A
like a
trap?
bait, like a
Yeah.
bait. How are you going to bait it out? And it sounded like they just didn't want to pay.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, that was like, I mean, those situations can happen.
Mm-hmm.
But every time I hear or read something like this, I get aware that one day our hobby could be taken away from us.
I actually have a similar story
Mm-hmm.
that occurred in Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
This was in 2021, I think,
Mm-hmm.
so a few years ago, or 22 maybe. There was a news article going around in exotic keepers groups of someone finding a quote-unquote big spider in a tree.
Mm.
This was a family with small kids. They were out on a walk in the woods, and they looked at a tree and saw something that shouldn't be there.
Mm-hmm.
And they called some animal dudes, got it confirmed that this was a tarantula.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh, maybe you can catch it. Oh, yeah, sure. They caught it in a bucket, and there was a picture in this article. It was a pokey of some kind.
That's nice.
Adult female. They caught it in a bucket. I don't know how it did not escape this bucket, but it didn't. And then it ended up being taken care of some hobbyist, I think.
Mm.
But this was one of those situations where me and a lot of other keepers in Sweden felt like maybe this is the catalyst for something horrible. That they somehow a very venomous tarantula got out. Small kids were close to it in the woods. Yada yada. Maybe we should ban everything.
You don't need to look far. Look to Germany,
Yeah.
to North Rhine-Westphalia. There
Yeah.
is like this venomous animal law that you cannot obtain very venomous animals. And like this very venomous is like in quotation marks. We are talking about Pitzlaterias as a prime example, which won't kill you, but you know what the catalyst was for this whole thing?
No.
A snake.
Snake.
A snake.
Okay.
And people got scared, and the government did something with it, because like they have territorial governments in form of lands,
Sure.
like not the whole global, like the whole country, just those counties, so to say. And yeah, no pokies there.
Yeah.
If you had a pokey, if I remember that correctly, you had to insure, you had an insurance if something would escape and stuff, and you had to like catalogize everything. Probably a lot of keepers said this is not worth it, since the insurance was probably pretty high for just a spider.
Sure. This is something similar in Sweden, that we, in some counties, we have to register all the exotic animals that we have. I think this does not include invertebrates yet, but if you have any snakes, you need to inform your county that, hey, I have this snake. As I've said once before,
all species?
All species. As I've said before, if you have any venomous, you must also register those snakes. I don't think this has anything to do with invertebrates yet either. But even hognoses, in some counties you have to register.
I'll be honest, I saw so many things like on the internet, like just to be like more precise, on the internet, of stuff happening in one like apartment. Someone wrote a note that OBT escaped. Do not catch it, it's very venomous, like with bold letters, it's very venomous. And someone took a picture of those and just stuck it to the door, and it was just a joke.
Oh.
Other things, someone took molds and just laid them down on streets.
Oh yeah, I have no respect for people who take molds and scare people with them.
They eventually, one day, they will just say, okay, enough of jokes.
Yeah.
No more spiders, no more snakes.
Yeah, this can have such huge consequences. People don't even think about that. It's just a prank, but this can be very, very scary. Sadly.
And I'm very surprised that this like train company was saying stuff like to this passionate animal guy who offered his help for like probably like just a little amount of money to find the spider and catch it. And there is like a video. You know what? I have power here in the chat room.
You have power?
Yes, I will put a link here so you can see. It's in Polish, but doesn't matter. Okay. Probably there is like a translation for that. There you go. You can. Someone recorded this, and the guy responded to this video that he was able to find the spider. I mean, the spider could always like get out through the train by like a magical hole somewhere. There's a chance that the spider isn't anymore inside the train, but still, like it is documented that the spider was there.
Yeah, we don't get any updates on what happened?
No.
No, okay.
The person who spidered this probably wasn't aware of that.
Okay.
You know how spiders are, like they can squeeze through every.
Oh, they squeeze through every nook and cranny.
Yeah. I'll post update pictures for sure.
Nice.
I will try to get a video of my upcoming HMAC pairing.
Oh. Good
Yeah,
luck.
HMAC.
Yeah, you love those.
250 slings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I got like 10.
Yeah.
Still too much.
Yeah.
I mean, HMACs are beautiful.
I love my girl.
One.
Yeah, I love my girl. One. Singular.
But good luck, Zach. Absolutely good luck. They
Yeah.
are amazing spiders, and you shouldn't have any troubles pairing them. They are good pairers. In Florida, we are always very wary of negligent keepers because we have very reactionary legislature due to how many invasives we have. Always one bad keeper away from stricter regulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was like this video 1 or 2 years ago when they decided to get rid of net pythons.
You mean the Everglades?
I don't know. There was like a viral video in the exotic pet community where they enforced a law about getting rid of I think net pythons.
Okay.
And they by accident euthanized a boa. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of the Everglades, I've seen and heard a lot of stuff about that place because it is a place of many invasive species. Particularly, I think
it's warm, right?
Ball pythons.
Ball pythons. There's a lot of controversy about ball pythons.
Yeah.
Right.
Reticulated pythons. Okay.
Reticulated pythons. yeah.
Okay.
Would you believe it? It's already 7 minutes till 10 o'clock here.
Oh.
That was a fast stream.
Oh, very fast. We have done so much today.
Yeah, and there's still a lot of work to do, a lot of
Yay.
feeding, and we'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just a quick note, I won't be able to make a full length video for the next 2 weeks probably. If work will go well, maybe for next week. This week, absolutely no. I had a business trip last weekend, which lasted till...
It was 4 days.
It lasted very long. I finally want to get a bit of sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have any pictures, since we have like 70 people here, if you have any pictures or videos that you want to share during the live stream, you can send this to my Facebook account, so Tarantula on Facebook, or through my Gmail, which should be here, tarantula@gmail.com, and I gladly share those videos and pictures with the rest of our weird Viking family here.
Weird and wonderful.
Oh yeah, in all honesty, when I see that all of you are chatting with each other and sharing experiences, it really makes this whole hassle worth it.
Yeah, it really warms my heart to see so many nice people gathered, talking about what we love,
Yeah.
what we're passionate
Our
about.
8-legged horror hamsters.
Yeah.
No, all of you are amazing. I told this today like a bit more in length, but I really this warms my heart. This warms my heart. Right. We are getting very close to the end of the stream. We had a successful pairing. We talked a bit about stuff that's going on here. We talked about differences in spider keeping. That's a mold.
Where's the lady?
In the enclosure.
Oh, I didn't see the spider, so
If you want, leave a comment down here to fight the nasty algorithm. It helps a lot, actually. I'm like 5 subs short from having 1,200 subscribers.
Yeah,
It grows slowly, but it grows.
it does.
And this small spider family grows every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. I'm super happy about that.
Yeah, me too.
All right, 4 more minutes. Any closing words for today, Levicia?
Go
Get more teas.
get more teas.
Right. Zach writes, I will contribute what I can.
Thank you.
Tomorrow, 50 pictures. If anyone here familiar with MBT, the Myers-Briggs personality test? No.
ENFP. INFP.
INFP?
That's me. That is my personality type.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what now.
Yeah.
When I made this test, I was like architect, like the architect.
Oh, I can see that.
You can see that.
I can see that.
All right.
All right.
One of each one caliber. Oh, what are you? I'm an one IFNJ.
Mhm. Nice.
Yeah, Zach writes one of each spider. So right now I would have around 500 pictures. One for each spider.
Yeah, I would have about 200 identical pictures. Just a bunch of slings.
A passport for each
Yeah.
spider. Caliburno writes, been a great stream. Thanks for having me. Look forward to next time. Have
Aw.
a great week, Mark. Guest and all in the chat. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure to do this for all of you. Like, you cannot imagine when I see with every stream, like, familiar faces come here and talk with each other.
It's really amazing.
Yeah, it's so cool to interact with each other. Doing long form videos is one thing. I enjoy doing them because they are more polished and a lot of effort goes into them, a lot of editing. But here it's like personal, and since I have a wonderful co-host, so to say,
Yeah, I've become a co-host now, I
and
think.
we can talk about stuff like on the fly. It's really good. Like it's more personal.
Yeah.
It's more personal. I enjoy that.
Me too.
Go Team Slugs, right? Oh, well, I would get along with you both really well, Mark. All 3 of us are intuitives.
Yeah. Or never you abandon us INFPs.
Well, I think I'm a lot of personalities in different areas.
Sure. I mean, the test is just for fun.
Yeah.
Basically.
Depends which part of the triumvirate of inner voices
Yeah.
is currently speaking
Yeah.
through me.
Which one synapse is firing?
Yeah. Nerdy mode. Tarantula mode. What's my third voice?
Engineering.
Oh yeah, engineering. Yeah, probably. It doesn't work at work.
No.
Everything kicks in, but not the engineering. One more hooray for Frank. Absolutely.
Hooray for Frank.
Hooray for Frank. And Frank is currently sitting here.
He may be small, but he's victorious.
Here is Frank.
He looks pleased with himself.
Yeah. He's currently in pokey position.
Yeah. I was so afraid of him because he was tiny.
and he managed it like a chat.
Yeah, and then he he felled her.
Different critters. Well, sometimes you can get mistyped. One should take it in a neutral state of mind. You need experience as well. Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I drink too much coffee for neutral state.
Me too.
Although coffee doesn't really work for me.
No.
Oh, if I don't have coffee, then I'm a different personality. Then I get grumpy.
Angry.
and a lot of weird Polish words are flying around. Frank was a real champ. Fearless got in there, lifted her to the heavens. He did.
Yeah.
And suplexed her. Yeah.
Good job, Frank.
Good job. Frank, skål. for
Skål
you.
for Frank.
And with that, dear chatroom, thank you that we could spend this evening, at least in Poland here, this evening with all of you. Tomorrow we will feed, but this evening was delightful.
Yeah.
I enjoyed every second of it.
Me too.
So, big heart for all of you. It was amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And with that closing words, all of you, thank you. Tarantula out.